Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I really hope you all had a very good week which has passed by. And let me just share you an incident which made me think about certain aspects of life, probably many of us or many of you all might be knowing even I had this realization somewhere in the past, but then you tend to forget and again something again triggers you or makes you realize the actual picture. So around probably 5 or 7 years ago, I don't remember, I met my far off cousin. So at that time, he was preparing for some exam to go abroad. Okay, and that exam probably had some medical test also, some sort of, he had to, some criterias were there which they have to pass if they want to get into that particular job abroad, and he couldn't, and that was his sort of like a very prime job, or he just wanted that one, like very very much focus he had that I want to get into this. And he gave little bit more time, he gave second attempt, and again he couldn't do it. And then he like completely gave up. He said, I'm not gonna go for this and I'll completely select another different path. Now even that different path took some time, like there were some things he had to put in place for going for the second option as well. And now between this, going for the first option, giving a trial in it, trying it first time, again trying it second time, then going for the third or the next option, it took some time. There was a gap of, I think, a couple of years. And at that time he was really frustrated. He was like, time is going, years are passing by and my things are not happening. And somehow the second thing happened. He went for the second option. He got his thing done over the years. He got married. He's having children now, and everything is fine. Now suddenly, what has happened? He has probably those issues, those health issues which he has forgotten about, are like coming up again, and now they're coming up probably with a bigger scale. I'm not sure what is the actual scenario, but then he just happened to say the last time that we met, like after this whole gap, that it was better I had handled it that time only. Now the whole issue is he doesn't have time, there are responsibilities, there are so many other things to look into. He doesn't have that spare time which he had got that time, those 7 years ago, when there was so much of time where probably if he had to make some changes in lifestyle or whatever that was needed for getting some things into a good area or a good zone, he didn't do it that time because he was so much engrossed into doing the going ahead, rather than solving the thing that was that time a small thing. He was more focused on getting or moving ahead in life. And yeah, that's something got me to this realization, or probably many times I have felt it, that when you have that time, sometimes you're not using the time properly. We feel it is a delay, we feel it is something hindering us, we cannot go ahead, and we just focus on probably taking some other step, taking something to get us move ahead, rather than trying to realize what this delay is telling us, what we can do in this delay, what we can how best we can use it, right? I even remember the time when I had just passed out from from the final year, and there was a couple of months for before I got my first job. And that time I was just stressed out. I just spent that time stressing out about the thing that I need to find a job, I need to find a job. And now I feel, many times I feel, that time was such a nice time. There wasn't much to do, so I could have done something which I probably always wanted to do, or something that could make me happy, with keeping all this academic side aside, and keeping all this upscaling yourself aside, just something for myself, or probably developing some good habits, or revisiting my hobbies, making them making something out of it to make myself feel good. And all these things need time. And sometimes when life is giving us these delays, we don't realize that we can do something out of it. Like for my cousin right now, he's still, in that zone where, why I didn't take care about all these things that time. Even if he didn't wanted to go for the first option, which was, getting, he was getting rejected, at least he could have handled whatever the issue that had come to him. Like, you have these things, you need to handle all this. And they were at a smaller scale, probably handling it that time, getting it into whatever good limits, and maybe developing some good healthy lifestyle, or whatever that was needed for his condition to improve that time. If he had to do it, probably now it wouldn't have gone this much big. And at the same time, he wouldn't have been in a situation wherein, he doesn't have the time which is needed to handle it right now. So yeah, not all the delays are bad. I think I had done another video wherein, something I spoke about similar things. Sometimes we are pushing through some delays, and then we realize, it was better, better we had not pushed it. So yeah, this is something of utilizing your delays, utilizing the gaps that sometimes come in a career. Sometimes they are in your professional life, or sometimes they're in your personal life. Mostly all this professional life gaps, which are, you have left say one job and you haven't got your next job. And I know it is going to be stressful when, it's related to income, because, finances run everything. But in that span of time, if you can do something that is, or maybe if life is giving an option, this is your spare time, do something out of it for yourself. You want to inculcate some good hobbies, good lifestyle, good something you can do for your growth, then do it right now. Because all this spare time, na, once it goes, you never get it back again. And then, like, 5 years down the line, 7 and 10 years down the line, when you are like thinking about those spare time, those time wherein you were not doing anything, it's like, I should have done this, I should have done that during that time. So yeah, if you know anybody like that who is having, facing some delays, or you yourself are facing any delays like this wherein you cannot go ahead, you're stuck because of something, then see in this current time what is the best thing that you can do. Yeah, keep trying for your actual goal, and at the same time try to make maximum use of this, gap that you get in between. Okay, so short story for today. I'll see you next week. Have a good week ahead. Bye bye.